Hi, I'm Mike Gubby. We're about to install a double roller blind using a top front double bracket. So let's get straight into it. The first thing I'm going to do is install my male bracket. Just flush inside the recess, just like this. You can see we supply these beautiful, because we're using the black components today, we're using these beautiful black tip screws. So the installation will look an absolute treat. So let's get the second. So now our male bracket's installed, let's go ahead and do the female bracket. So now that our brackets have been installed, it's time to fit the blinds. The first blind we're going to install is the lower blind, and that's our sunscreen blind. We're using a charcoal sunscreen blind today. So when I install the blind, it's really important for the lower blind that I have the chain drive hanging in the straight up and down direction. So let's go ahead and fit that. So once our chain drive and or motor, if we're doing motors, remember to use 2 people and keep the blind really level. Now that our chain drive's installed, I've just got to push the blind up into the bracket, and it's as simple as that. So let's roll this blind down and we'll have a quick look at what that looks like. Beautiful charcoal sunscreen blind. So now that our sunscreen blind's installed, it's time to install the block-out roller blind. Now this is a beautiful Australian-made fabric. It comes from a company called Wilson's, and they're based in Wangaratta. So if you want to support Australian manufacturing, Australian custom-made blinds and Australian manufacturing full circle, then this is one of the beautiful fabrics to look at. And this is the Barrier Reef charcoal. So let's go ahead and install this roller blind. Now with the sunscreen blind, we've made sure the chains were in the straight up and down direction. But with this blind here, I'm actually going to bring the chains and I'm going to bring them on an angle like that. And that's exactly how I'm going to install it into the male bracket. And the reason for that is we need the chains to come forward and then down so we clear the sunscreen blind. So let's go ahead and do that. So now that I've got my chain drive installed and I've got my chains coming forward, it's time just to slide the pin end into position. And the way I do that is simply clip from underneath, and now my blind's installed. So let's go and lower the fabric and see exactly what it looks like. Double roller blind, fully installed. We've just got to do the stop ball and the chain safes, but you can see how beautiful it looks behind me.